This is the Dreame L50 Ultra Robot Vacuum and Mop. Underneath is where it gets interesting. 2 counter-rotating brushes for vacuuming, 2 spinning mop pads, and a pair of retractable legs that let it step over thresholds. I've lived with it for 6 months, and I want to share what actually matters once the novelty wears off. Key features that stood out to me are the ProLeap legs for crossing door tracks and steps, the HyperStream Detangling DuoBrush for hair, a strong 19,500 PA motor for pickup, dual flex arm tech that lets the side brush and 1 mop pad reach out to edges, and a serious all-in-one dock that empties, hot washes, and hot dries the mops while keeping itself clean. If you're new to robot mops, a quick explainer. LiDAR is a spinning laser that maps your home so it can plan efficient paths, and the mops here actually scrub while spinning, not just drag a damp cloth. From my experience, the vacuuming is excellent. I have both hardwood and medium pile carpet with a shedding dog and long human hair in the mix. The dual brush rolls have been the difference between daily annoyance and set-and-forget cleaning. The bristled rubber brush agitates carpet fibers. The softer TPU brush pulls debris into the suction path. Hair that used to wrap around single rollers just doesn't build up here. After half a year, I've never once had to cut hair off the brushes, which is a big deal if you've owned other robots. Suction power is not just a spec sheet number. On standard and turbo, it picks up crumbs, sand, and fine dust without snowplowing debris around. On carpets, it digs in well enough that I don't feel the need to follow with an upright. I still do a seasonal deep clean with a stick vac out of habit, but week to week, the floors stay convincingly clean. The mopping system is the best I've had in a robot. 2 spinning pads give real scrubbing pressure, and the mop extend arm that swings 1 pad outward is more than a gimmick. Along baseboards and under the kitchen toe kicks, there's less grime left behind. It also lifts the mops when it senses carpet so you're not dragging wet pads over rugs. One practical tip: water flow matters. On the lowest setting to save refills, dried coffee or sticky spots can take a second pass. On medium, it gets them in one go without leaving puddles. I use high only for the kitchen after cooking. Obstacle avoidance is strong and feels less random than many robots I've tried. It sees shoes, cables, pet toys, and doesn't bump its way around them. The LED helps in low light, so I can run it at night without staging the house. It mapped my place fast and has held the map reliably through furniture moves. I did run into a quirk. Around a tight cluster of dining chairs, it once looped a path a few times instead of moving on. Creating a small no-go zone fixed it. That's the kind of thing you only discover with real use, and I'm glad the app gives that control. The ProLeap legs are the feature I was most skeptical about and now rely on. Sliding door tracks and a 1.5-inch step into a sunken room used to be hard stops for other bots. This one lifts itself about 6 centimeters and goes over. If your home has multiple floor heights or chunky transitions, this matters more than any cleaning algorithm because it expands where the robot can actually work. It's not a stunt, it's everyday usefulness. The dock is a whole system, not just a charger. It empties the dustbin into a big bag, hot washes the mop pads with water up to about 167 degrees Fahrenheit, then dries them with hot air. There's also a self-cleaning board under the mop area that rinses itself so the dock doesn't smell swampy after a month. In my case, no mildew funk, no slimy tray, and almost no hands-on maintenance beyond topping up the clean water and replacing the dust bag every couple of months. That's exactly what I want from an Ultra dock. Battery is the trade-off. The spec says up to 180 minutes, and I can hit close to that on quiet mode with vacuum only. In mixed vacuum and mop, using standard or turbo, it covers less area per charge than I'd hoped. In my home, I get roughly 850 square feet per charge before it heads back to recharge and resume. The fast top-up helps, and it reliably picks up where it left off, but the total cleaning time across a big floor can stretch. If you live in a compact place, you may never notice. If your floor plan is large and open, plan on a mid-clean recharge. Noise is pleasantly low for the performance. On standard suction, I can take calls in the next room. During auto empty, there's a short burst of loud airflow like all bag docks. Then it's over. The hot air drying cycle is a gentle whoosh, not a hairdryer. The Dreame Home app is one of the better ones. I can schedule rooms, set different suction and water settings by area, draw no-go and no-mop zones, and choose carpet strategies. It gives me 5 carpet options, from completely avoiding carpet when the mops are on, to lifting the mops on low-pile rugs, to running a double vacuum pass on carpeted rooms. That last one makes a visible difference in my living room. The app doesn't feel like a chore. It's a useful set of tools to make the robot fit the house rather than the other way around. Build quality is held up. The white finish cleans off with a wipe. the mop pads still have good texture after repeated hot washes. The brushes show normal wear but no damage. The dock is big, so give it space. I needed about 20 inches of width and some clearance above for the water tanks. If you're tight on space, measure before you commit. In my opinion, this robot is designed by people who solved real problems with hardware first. Thresholds, hair, edges, and dock hygiene. The cost is energy efficiency, which shows up as shorter per-charge coverage when you use the stronger settings and advanced mechanics. For me, that trade is worth it because the end result is cleaner floors with less babysitting. It's perfect for homes with mixed flooring, pets that shed, and annoying transitions that stop typical bots. If you've had issues with slimy mop docks or smelly pads, the hot wash and dry are a relief. If you're in a small apartment, you'll appreciate the quiet operation and hands-off maintenance. If you're in a big house and want a single pass without a recharge, you may feel the battery limits unless you schedule room by room. From my experience, the best setup is mapping the home once, setting medium water for kitchens and high-traffic areas, leaving low water for bedrooms, turning on double pass for carpeted rooms, and drawing no-go zones where chair legs are dense. I also remove the mops when I want a fast, vacuum-only run across rugs. With those tweaks, it's been a reliable daily cleaner. I'd recommend this for anyone who values mechanical capability over raw runtime, especially pet owners and folks with tricky floor plans. If your floors are simple and you don't need threshold climbing or edge reach, you can save money with a simpler bot. But if your home challenges other robots, this one clears those hurdles and keeps your hands clean in the process. In conclusion, the Dreame L50 Ultra has become the robot I actually keep running week after week. The DuoBrush stays tangle-free, the mop reaches places others miss, the dock handles the gross parts, and the legs unlock rooms I used to clean manually. I wish the per-charge coverage were higher, and the dock footprint is no joke, but the overall experience has been worth it. If you want fewer excuses and more clean, this fits the bill. If this video helped you, please subscribe and drop your questions or experiences in the comments. Thank you for watching.